Hi, my name is Santosh and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, um, in this video, I will be talking about the execution of the program based on control and iterative statements. In this particular video, I'll be talking about the control statement in C++. Control statement execute programs statements sequentially based on the certain conditions, iterations, statements, cause block of statements execute repeatedly. So in the previous video I had talked about the um, C++ operators, and that's practical part I have already uploaded in the C++ with PDF note course, so you can now visit and watch and download the source code from the GitHub account, uh, which I had already included in the description link about the download, and so you can download from there. Today I'll be talking about the especially for control statement in C++ programming language. Basically, there are, if you talk of the control statement, C++ allows you to control the flow of executions in the program. It allows you, um, just if you are using the control statement, if you think about just you are going to study about the control statement in C++, it means uh, C++ allows you to control the flow of execution of the program. Basically, if you it is two types. There are two types of control statements in C++. Basically, the first is conditional and another is unconditional. So, um, which allows you the programming to modify the regular sequential executions of the statements. If you just preparing for your assignment and university levels and practical certain exam purpose are preparing for getting a jobs, and it is very important chapters in the field of programming of C++, uh, which you had already known. This type-based typed programming language, and you have to mention the types before executing any lines of code. Uh, Control statements in C++ allows you to control the flow of execution in the program. You have to um, remember it. This includes the decision making statements and looping statements, and you can see the jump statements. I'll be talking about in this particular video. So now let's move to the first slide, and you will discuss um, about the its type and definitions, and the um, what is the the program will be executed, and what are types of control statements C++, so far. Now let's move to the next slides and discuss about it. Uh, in this next slide, the control statement I've already told you. This is the, I will change the color, so it will be very easy. So I will erase it first. So I'll be, yeah. Control statement allows you to control the flow of executions. So basically it is two types. The first one is, if you say control statements, then it is the conditional, sorry, uh, it is the conditional, 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 and unconditional, conditional. Basically it is two types. So in these types we have we'll study about its just like a decision making, looping, and jump. We see the if else and for while, do while, and jump, just like break, continue, and go to. So I have written some definitions. Now you can write down in your notes, and if you are not you have seen from the devices or in mobile phones, and you can read and you can download it from the link uploaded along with this video. So I'll be I have written the control. It controls the flow of executions in C++. So if you think decision makings, what is decision makings? So decision making statements are used to execute a block of code based on condition. It is used to execute the block of code. It is based on conditions. What if switch, it means it is based on condition condition of the block of the code. So this is the definition. You can write here. You have to understand like this. So the other is looping. We'll see about the detail in upcoming slides. So uh, I will provide the demo code and source code and programs, and that will be very easy used to understand for you. So loops allow you to execute a block of code multiple times. It is based on the uh, execute block of code on the base of conditions, and it is used to if you want to print a line of code multiple times, then we have to use the looping concept. You must need to know. And the jump statement after the normal flow of execution by jumping to another part of the program. If you just you are here and you want to directly go here, then you have to jump from here. So jump, start, and go to, we use the jump keywords in jumping control statement. So these are the control statements. It's controls the flow of execution of the code, and it is basically two types. I have written conditional and unconditional. And apart from uh, we study decision making, jump, looping for. So I have include summary here. Summary, what we study is just like decision making. What things will be included in decision making? So you execute based on conditions. First of all, you need to understand about it. So if, else, if, and switch we see, and how we can use it, and how we can write a code by using these keywords in program, we will see later. So looping for a while and do while, repeat code multiple times. I have also written here the definition of it. So you can see here, I erase for. So and jump, break, continue, go to. So it alters normal flow of execution. Just suppose just this is here, and we have to go here, then we use the jump control statement, and we break, continue, and go to, we use jump, we use like this. So in the next we use what if first of all we see the decision making control statements. So we see the if else, and switch in the decision makings. It means execute based on conditions. Suppose just to we give us some conditions, and as per the conditions the program will be executed. Just like if we comparing the numbers, then which one is greater? Just you are reaching near to the casting of board, then you have to, if your age is 18, then as per the government rules, if your age is 18, then you can cast your vote, and you can drive, you can take a license, driving license as well. So we see in the upcoming slide about the its keywords, whatever we functions keywords we use in the decision makings, looping, and the jump. So and first we see the if statement. So if statement, suppose just we this is the structure of the statement code, source code we can say here. This is the code, and we also practice this code in our text editor, just like a views code. And now what will be the output will be executed. So for practical, to entering, before entering the practical lab, we need to understand theory. If your theory, if you makes your theory strong, your foundation will be very strong, and that will be very easy to practice and write a code. And if you practice more and more, and your code writing your skill to writing the code will be very strong. So always practice the code how to write. Don't think the code will be mistake, because if you mistake, then you can learn. So practice with mistakes, and one day you will become a programmer. So first we use the if statement here. So I change the color here. So if statement, this is the first line, has include IO stream header files. This is the pre-processor directive. We include the uh, additional additional library in this program by using the keyword preprocessor has include. So this is the using name space std. So we use it. If you don't use it, we have to use std names and whenever we use the functions, our input or output function. So this is the input output stream. Input, uh, it is used to include our, it is included because of use of input and output functions. So I have entered. So come in the if statement, I have declare initialize a variable. Here you can see here. And if we use at first if statement, if we use this, the syntax of just like a if, and we write condition or expression we can say like this. So if, this is the keyword we can use if statement. And num we have declared initialize a variable name is greater than 0. If num is greater than 0, it means num means 10. 10 is greater than 0, then what will happen? What would be? Then we print write message, the number is positive. The number is positive. It means if the 0 is less than 10, or number is less than greater than 0, it means what we initialize? Num is equal to 10. It means 10 is greater than 0, then the number is positive, and we use in real to end the line or going to the next line. So this message will be printed in the console, and we call it the if statement. The syntax, if you write the syntax of statement, syntax, then we have to write if you can write here, and here you have to write condition, condition, or you can say expression expression here. So this is the condition, this is the conditions, and after that you have to write the statement as well, just like this. It means if it is true, what will happen? This will be happened in the console screen. So this is the if statement. Compare, it means if true, this happen. If true, this should be happen. So uh, we we will see this in practice lab session also, so don't worry. So now let's move to the other. You can see here, we have seen the already if statement. Now the second one is if else. If it is true, then happen print a. But if a is not true, then we uh, have to print else part. So I can change color here. Yeah. So we can see here, if else statement, it include else part. This is the first part, execute. This is the second part, we can say here. If it is true, then print this one. If it is false, then print this one. It means true, this is 1, false, this is 0. It means the always it will be programmed to print always true. So in this program, I will show you how to use the if else statement in C++. So this is the basic things we have. I have already told you about it. So in each program, in each C++ program, you have to, you must, you it is mandatory to include these two statement, and this is the initial. Without it, not possible. So this is mandatory in each program. So I have initialized, declare a variable name a and having the value -5, correct? So I have to use if at first, then I have to use else at second. So first I use or I declare conditions if. So if this is the conditions, this is the conditions, I will show you here. This is the conditions, this is the condition, I will show you. Condition, 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 or expression, we can say condition is best. So if num is greater than 0, then cout we print a message, number is positive. Else if number is greater than 0, then print this one. Or if number is not greater, we no not need to write the not greater, but the else part will print that other things, false value. So if if num is greater than 0, num means 5, -5, -5 -5 is greater than 0, then this message will be print. If not true, else block of code will be printed. So in this demo, -5 is greater than 0, it's false, it's not true. So if false, then the false else statement block of code will be printed. The result will be this one. The number is negative, 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 negative. Sorry, number is negative. If true, then true print, block of code will be printed. If false, the else part will be printed. First, the compiler will check the if part, If it is true, then it will be printed, it does not go to the else part. But it is, if it is false, it will go to the else part, and the else part will be printed. And I have shown you to if and else. If this true, this happen, it does not true, then other happens. If this, if if true, this, if this is not true, then else part will be printed. So very simple, not, it is not so it's hard to understand, because it's very easy. So we also complete it. So next move, else if statement. This is also very important. So if else if letters, if we have whenever we have to check more than two conditions in that time, we use else if letter. It means else if means use else inside the if, inside the, it means letter use many times, just like else if statement we have written here. So this is very common thing. I'll change the color, so it will be very easy to make you understand. So this is also very easy. I have declared integers, suppose num equal to 0. I have to check the condition more than two conditions, then we have to use else if condition, just like the examinations, high school examination grading systems. If the percentage is greater than or equal to 60, suppose, and then the student will get the first division. 75, the A plus, or A plus, or if 80% above, then the grading system will be upgraded, and A plus, A distinction plus. It means if we have to check the more than two conditions expression, then we have to use else if statement in the C++ or any programming language. So if else if later, so I've declared initialize int num equal to 0, and other is if this is the conditions. So if num is greater than 0, so this is the condition, and after this condition we have to write its statement, what we want to print from this statement, and what we are expecting from this statements. So first one you have to write true, and so true statement, if the true statement is true, then it will be printed, and other will be the program will be executed successfully. So see out number is positive. So first of all we need to understand num is greater than 0. If num is greater than 0, num is 0, 0 is greater than 0, no, then it will check other conditions, else if conditions. It means more than two conditions, then we use the else if statements to check the more than two conditions. So else if num is less than 0, then number is negative. This is also not correct, so it's go to the other part, else number is 0. Yes, correct. This condition is false, this condition is false, and these are the last conditions is correct, so this will be printed in the console. It check the uh, condition is true, the program will be, the compiler will be checked, or the condition will be run, or it will be checked until the program will be true or successfully. So it is it check till the else part, so the else part will be true and it will be executed successfully. It means you need to understand the most important thing, that is you have to change the more than two conditions, then you have to use the else if statement to making the decision making in C++ programming language. So this is for else if statement. I will show you in practical lab about it. And this is a theory. If you understand this, then it will be very otherwise. If you are not clear, then I will definitely make you more understandable and more clear in practical lab. So wait for that. Now this next is uh, our switch statement. We have reached switch statement. Suppose there are, this is the supermarket, this is the supermarket and it has many departments. Suppose this is the book stall, stationaries and other materials. Books are markets are where people are buying from here, and this is the vegetables and this is the uh, cinema hall, you can see. So there is the lift will be installed, and if you want to go to the cinema and you have to press a lift one or three, third floor or second floor, then you press third. It means it's switch statement makes you very easy to understand the any suppose it is very important for using, suppose just like you are using ATM machines, that you have to click uh, this for this. If you click this and this will be happen, if you click this, this will be happen, this will be happen. If you click, it means switch statement. Press 1 to go there and press 2 for go there. It means in that systems the switch statement has been used. So this is the demo. I will explain you. This is the program I have attached. So this is the very simple things. Yeah, I've already told you about it. So how we can use, so let's see here. If have you are facing any problem, then comment what is your problem and from where you are asking, you can comment. So I have declared initialize variables. The name of the variables is stay, and this is the assignment operator equal, and 3 is the value of the variables. 3 is the value. So to declare or use the switch statement, you have to use the switch keyword, then switch, and you have to use the its variables name, variable name. What is the value name of the variable? Suppose you have to declare day, you have to declare day here, and you have the switch case statement will check the cases and then print out the uh, print out the message in the console. So first case you have to write like this exactly. So you have to write case 1, case 2, case 3. In how many cases they have to checked or compare checked the switch statement or the value you have declared. So this is the example you can see here. Case 1, this is the conditions, you can like this conditions. We have expression, what you have expressed, they equal to 3. So erase. So oops, okay. Case 1, if you use check the case 1, and this is the, you can write here colon, and you have to print the message see out, that is the Monday. So in first cases this is not. When the third cases will appear, then the message will be printed there. So check the and use the break. If the condition is true, then break. Do not go to the check in other cases and go to the in the execute the program successfully. So we use break if the condition is true only. If the condition is true, then break will happen. It break the statement. Does not go to check here. So use the case 2 Tuesday. So this is also not correct. Then check the case 3. So case 3 means it checks the output will be printed Wednesday. If the Wednesday will be print, then it will break the statement. It will not print this, and also this is not print. The output will be Wednesday. I will show you it in practical lab. Don't worry. This is the for switch statement, which is very importance in control statement of C++ programming. So it will make you more helpful when you study about it. So this is so now let's move to the other loop. This is very important part in every programming language, even C++ also. So in C++, for loop we study will talking about I will talking about for loop, while loop, and do while loop as well. So loops, first of all, loop means it allows you to execute a block of code multiple times. If the code whatever we have written, it will print multiple times, that is called loop in simple language. Loops allows you to execute, it means it execute block of code multiple times will be printed. So I have include IO stream header files and using namespace std and int main functions here, initial functions, and I have used the for loop. First of all, we use the for loop. It execute or print block of multiple times. So for to use the for, I have to for and suppose int variable declaration int equal to 1 suppose, and condition and iteration increment or increment. You can write here increment. You can write here increment. Then you have to write the statement what you have to print. So in this example I will show you just erase here. So for is the keyword we have used here from here. So first of all you have to declare a value, initialize a value, initializations. Suppose condition, what do we write? Initialization first we have to need, and condition and increment or iteration, increment or decrement, both we can do, and from it we have to write the statement like this. So I equal to 1, I have written here integer initialization, and I is less or equal to 7. I is less or equal to 7. It means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 to 7. It means equality is also mentioned here. Less than or is equal. It means uh, i's also include 7. So 1 to 7, and this will print the increment. How for loop works, uh, and this is the syntax I plus plus. So we have to print a message iterations. It means it will print 1 to 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So iteration, and I will have to print. So now how it works, first of all it prints 1. Yes, it will print 1. It will print 1, and I can write here, sorry, it will print 1. Then it goes to the it again, I is equal to 1. First of all is check, I will clear it, and then it is very easy to make understand you. So I can write here, check a pen. I equal to 1, it check the conditions, and it will print it I equal to 1. Then once again it will increment by 1. I plus plus means it will increase by 1, in which 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So it will change the conditions. I is less or equal to 7, correct? Then 2 will be printed. Then it also once again it will check increment, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Then it once again it check the conditions, I is less or equals 3, 7. Yes, correct. Then 3 will be printed, and 3 plus 1 will equal to 4. Then 4 is also checked once again, 4 is less or equal 7. Yes, it will print 4 plus 1 5. 5 is less or equal to 7. It will print 5. Once again 6, once again 7. Then 7 will also equal, check the condition once, and 7 is less or equal to 7. Yes, correct. 7 will be printed, and 1 is also once again added. So 8, and 8 is less or equal 7. Not, no, it is false. Then exit it, it out. It means it is executed successfully out of the loop, out of the loop, out of the loop, out of the loop. Then it will be printed successfully. It means first initialization is required, initialization, then condition, and then increment or decrement. You have to understand like this. So I'll show you and practice lab also. The for loop, basically it is used to print the block of code multiple times in every program if you are using the loop statement. So let's move to the while loop. So this is another types of loop, looping statement. It's also allow you to execute a block of code while many code multiple times. So this is, I have already shown you the meaning of it, and this is the main functions, and this is the execution of the returns or terminates the main functions. So now let's see the example. Initialization, I have initialized the int I equal to 1. It is very easy. Variable initialization and declarations. While, what we have used, while and condition, and then we have to write statement what we want to print from the conditions that will be printed in the console. So while I is less or equal 5, while I is less or equal 5, then see out it will be printed I, and it will be increased by 1. I plus plus means increment operator, it will increase by 1 or decrease by 1. So here is mentioning the plus plus, it means it increase. So first, while I is less or equal 5, first of all I will be printed 1. So it prints until the condition is false. So I is, first of all it prints I 1, it check the condition, and I plus plus, it means 1 became 2, and once again it check the conditions, then it will print 2, and 2 became 3 because increment operator is here, and 3 is once again check, and 4 it became 4, and 5 and 6 will not be printed because the condition is false, and program will be exit to the out of the loop. So print till the conditions false, print until the condition is false. It means it will be printed and the condition is false. When the condition is false, it will be out of the loop. So this is the basically for while loop. So let's move. This is also very important. Sometimes we use do while loop. Do while loop. Both keywords are used in this statement. So it's like using namespace, and this is also we have already known about it, aware about it. These are main functions for, and int I equal to 1 initialization. This is called initialization. Initialization, it means declare a variable and initialize the value in the memory. So this is called initialization. I equal to, it means, sorry, means suppose this is the memory, and this is the I name of the variables I, and having the value 1. This is called initialization. And do while loop. First do while loop means uh, at least one time the statement written in do will be printed. So we can see here int I equal to 1 and 2 is the keyword, and inside it we have to use the statement and increment operator as well. So see out iteration I, it means first it will print 1 at least, and intel, and it will be increment by 1 every time. And the while it is the conditions, it check the conditions to print another while loop. So I is less or equal 5, it will check the conditions. I is less or yes 1, so it will print 2. 2 is once again check with it 3, 4 and 5, it will print 5 till 5 because here is mentioning here is um, relational operators will be here, so it's equal to 5 till 5 it will print. At least in do while loop, at least the statement written in two keywords will be printed, and to print other iteration it will be print one by one, iterate the numbers 1 to 5. So what is the conditions to print the iterations, you can see the like this. So and then it will be check the condition of while, and it will be print until the condition is false. So uh, we have seen the control decision makings and loop statement, and we see in the upcoming here in slide about the jumping statement. So break statement, we are reached in jump. Now we do jump here. So jump jump first of all we need to understand what is jump. Where jump statement. Jump statements alter the normal flow of execution. It alters the normal flow of execution by jumping to another part of the program. So we can see, I will try to make understand you clearly. I will clear you. This is the, we know about it very clearly. For we use break for loop statement here. So you can see here, um, for I have written some comments here. This is the single line comment you can use. Oops. Single line comments. If you, the compiler will not be printed, it will ignored by the compilers. So see in the, you can see here. So for loop keywords and initialization. This is the initialization. We can see. I will also write here above. This is initialization. This is, we call it initialization. Initialization of the variable. Initializations. This is the conditions. This is the condition, you can say. Condition. We can say this is the conditions. And this is the increment iteration. Or increment. Increment, you can say. Here, you can say this is the increment operator they are using. So we can print it. Break after some exit the loop. Suppose just we want to print 1 2 5, just like 1 2 3 4 5, but one is printed, one is print 1 3, but we don't want to print after 3. Then we can break and we can we see the print output is 1 2 and 3. We don't want to print after 3, then it will be ignored and 1 2 3 will be printed. So you can see here, I is less or equal 5, I plus plus, and then and check the conditions here. So we, if condition we can check here, if I is equal 3, if I is equal 3, then break exit the loop when I equals 3. So we include the condition for loop, and inside for loop we add a conditions to break, suppose exit the loop when I equals 3, suppose, and then it will be printed like this. Suppose it will print what? First of all, it print 1. It check the condition, I is less than 5. Yes, it will first of all it print 1, and it will be incremented by 1, and it become 2. So 2 will be checked. 2 is less or equal 5. Yes, 2 true. It will be print 2. Then once again it will be incremented by 1. So it will become 3. Then it once again it all again it check with the conditions 3 is less or equal 5. Yes, correct. And once again it will be increased by 1. It became 4. It will printed, but here we can see when the condition is mentioning here, condition is applied here in this program. When I, if I equal 3, then break, don't print. So it's suppose it's become 3, then 4 and 5 will be terminated. It will not be printed in the console. It will not print in the console screen. and this is the use of break statement in C++ programming as well. So if you don't want to print after 3, then uh, the program will be uh, out of the loop, and it will execute successfully. 1, 2 and 3 will be printed. So this is the basically this is the syntax and demo programs, and it will be uploaded. The downloaded link will be available in description, you can download from there. So let's move to the other statement of jumping. Continue. This is very also importance in statement. So uh, suppose we have in break we print 1, 2 and 3, and after 3 we ignore 4 and 5. Stopped giving conditions. If I equal 3, then the condition will be satisfied and true, then it will be out of the loop, then other will be ignored by the compiler, so does not printed in the break statement. So here int for loop we have also used here. I equal to 1, I is less than or equal 5, I plus plus, and inside for loops we have given the conditions relational operators. You can see here, if I equal 3, then continue. If I equal 3, then continue. So first of all it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the, if you don't give any condition, that will be printed. So in these conditions, for if I equal to 3, 1 and 2 will not be printed here, because the condition is saying after 1 I equal to 3, then it will be continue. It means 3 will be printed, 4 will be printed, and 5 will be printed until the condition matched. In this I will show you. You can write here just like a skip the rest of the loop when I equals 3. The rest of the loop continue 3 and continue. You can see like this. So you can see here. So it's like if you erase it, and I will take another colors. So in break we have seen uh, if the condition max, that will be then the loop will be out of the loop. And in continue, suppose I equal to 1, it will be printed at first, and it will increment by 1, and it will be become 2, and it will check with the conditions I is less than, it will also be printed 2, and it also once again it will increment by the 1 and 3, and 3 I equal to 3. So continue means, if you see if the condition is satisfies, then it will skip the rest of the loop when I equal to 3. It means when I equal to 3, it will be skipped, 3 will not be printed. So 3 will be become the 4, and 4 will once again check the conditions, and 4 will be printed, and 5 also be printed. So uh, continue skipping, it means it skip, if the condition is met, the numbers will not be printed. Continue after 3, continue, it means after 3 you are not allowed to print this, print 3 here. After 3 you have to continue, print 1 and 2, easy, no problem. But if continue keyword is used, 3 is not allowed, 4 and 5 directly will be printed. So go to the next. So in goto statement, this is also a jump control statement. We have seen jump back to the level. It means it gives some jumping statement, just like we have aware about it. So I have initialized a variables like I equal to 1, and write keyword just like start and use the semicolon, colon, not semicolon, colon, and check the conditions. If I is less or equal to 5, and you have to, I means 1 is less than 5. So this will be print what iteration equal to I and I plus 1, and it will go to the once again. It means you have to write a comment, jump back to the level. It means 1 will be printed, and once again it check the conditions, 2 will be printed, and once again it will be increment by 1 3, and it will be increment, it go to the start, and it will be go back to the level. It means it will back to the jump to the back. So it will print it 4, and finally print until the condition is satisfied, so false, so it will be printed. So we see the combined control statement here. In this statement I have included the combine whatever we have studied. I was told you about the control decision making statement and looping statement and jumping, just like a if, else if else, and loop, do while and for loop, and continue, break, go to. And in this slide I have included the combined control statement over here. So this is simple things I have already told you about it. We have to include in mandatory in every program, mandatory this, and basic syntax you have to include at first, then do whatever you want to expect from there. So int choice, I have declared a variable int choice. So first of all, what we want from the we are expecting from this. So enter message, enter 1 for positive check and 2 for loop check. It means check the conditions. So I have just I will told you see out and see in functions, see in functions in iu.stream. It is used to print in the console. It is used to take input from the users keywords. So we have take input from the users by using extraction greater symbols. We can see for examples. Yeah, for your understanding, you can understand like this extraction symbol. We can say this. So see in we can pronounce, we have to pronounce like this, is used to input take input from the user. So choice is whatever integer variables we have to use. It is the variable integer types, which is like 1 2 3 4 5, you can use like this. So we have to check the conditions. If choice equal 1, then int num, see out enter a number. cin number, take input from the user. If num is greater than 0, that is the positive number, else non-positive numbers. If you enter -2, it is not positive. If you enter 2, that is positive, then it will be printed. So else if you at first if you enter, if your choice is 2, then it will comes to the loop statement. It means I say you, if you enter 1, then program understand that you are checking or comparing, that is positive or negative. But if you choose 2, then it will understand what the program have to do. It will check the, it will be about the loop is for loop. It will print the for loop, just like a 1 to 5. It will print 1 2 3 4 5. If you press 2, if you choose 2, then suppose if you press 2 number, then you will go to the second floor. Just like if you 3, then you go second, third floor. Just like similarly, if you press 1, then the program will be run only this part. If you press 2, then program will be run this part. And if you enter any other number, just like a b c, then that will be the invalid choice. Or 5 6 7 8, and then that will be the invalid choice, because here is mentioning only 1 and 2. I will show you the practical lab in the practical sessions, don't worry. But you need to understand the basic things about the combined control statement. We have already, I was already shown you and told you uh, the basic definitions, and a program I have also shown you about the control statement in C++. So this is the combine whatever I have included, so you can uh, see and practice, and you can write your notebook for your uh, reference, for example purpose or preparation to learn the programming language C++, any other programming language. So guys, uh, you can, I have shown you, this is the combined control statements. So for today, we have finished the very important and basic things of control statements of C++ programming language. So for today, thanks for watching guys, and I would like to request you, please subscribe the channel and hit on bell icons to get more updates, and uh, like, share and comment. If you have are facing any problems, then you can comment and ask questions, and I will be uploaded other, and I will be come back with having the practical sessions of C++ in control statement. So thanks, uh, and I would like to once again, please subscribe the channel and like and share, and having, if you are facing any problem, then comment in the comment box, and I will upload the PDF file of this note will be available in description link I will be provided, and you can download from there. Thanks for watching.